Welcome back, everyone. Let's talk about Kin, which is a movie that came out this week and is getting literally lambasted with bad reviews. And this is one of those movies where even if I didn't like this movie, I could say that it's just okay at best. I don't get how this has a rotten score or a negative score on Metacritic. I haven't even actually looked on Rotten Tomatoes, but I know on Metacritic it's got like a 39, which is considered bad. And of course, ratings don't matter. Of course, you've got to have your own opinions, and these are mine because I thought that this movie, while being very, not very like unique in terms of like the family dynamic and the character dynamics, and the gun that the kid has is kind of in a way not looked upon much, and it's more about the family angle, which is not a unique thing. It's been done a million times before, but I really enjoyed this movie on the performances. The kid was really good. The brother was really good. Jack Rayner, is that his name? Dude, he was in like Transformers 4. He was in Sing Street. This dude in this movie was really, really great. Like, he was really charismatic, really, really good. Honestly, I feel like it's more of his story in a way, the older brother, because without ruining anything, he has a big, like you saw in the trailer, like, he's been with a bad crowd, and James Franco is that bad crowd. So it focuses on him dealing with that, and I thought that it felt like it was more of his story in a way than the kid's, but the kid is still important, and he's really good in this movie. Like, the kid actor I thought was really good, and introducing him, I guess this is his first movie. I don't know if he's been on TV or anything, but first movie, though, introduced by him on this one. But I really liked those two characters, and Zoe Kravitz, who is an actress that I've always thought was fine. I've never thought she was a bad actress or even a fantastic actress, but I really liked her in this movie. Like, and it's not to say that she isn't fantastic because of the things I've seen her in, just because I haven't seen much of her. So I know people are probably going to be thinking, oh, you're saying she's bad. No, she's not. In all the movies I've seen, it's usually in stuff like Divergent, where it's like, what can you do with that script? Like, how can you get a good performance out of that? Even Shailene Woodley is just kind of wooden in those movies, but Zoe Kravitz in this movie is really good. I really liked her too. She has so much spunk and personality to her that I don't care if this movie was plain in terms of the characters and in terms of what they go through. Like, it's plain because you know what's going to happen. You know everything that's going to go through in this movie, but I thought that these characters, because of the acting involved, made this really likable. Like, I really enjoyed this movie. And I just enjoyed the ride. Like, enjoyed all these characters, their interactions, them going on, running away from James Franco. Like, it's really entertaining. And James Franco, I really like James Franco in this movie too. He is the villain. He's the bad guy, and he is legit intimidating sometimes, and sometimes he is legit hilarious, which I think is a very hard feat to cross. Like, it's hard to make a villain funny, but also make him extremely, like, scary. And I thought that James Franco in this actually was pretty scary. And whenever he was funny, he was really funny. Like, I like the fact that this guy would go in anywhere, do whatever the fuck he wants. He doesn't care. He'll literally go in and just do whatever to anybody. So I liked that personality that James Franco brought, and it's his own unique personality because it's James Franco, but I really thought that he was good in this movie too. Very intimidating, but also very hilarious. So, and like I said, without ruining anything, it's got the gun thing, which this movie reminds me in a way, not in terms of the story, but in terms of the elements, reminds me of 10 Cloverfield Lane, where that movie is set in the universe of Cloverfield, but it's not really about that. And this is one of those things where the whole movie, it's like he's got this gun, and it's not, you don't know where it comes from, and it's kind of on the sidelines, but at the end it's resolved in a way. But it just feels like it's like that movie, even though I think 10 Cloverfield Lane is immensely better than this, and this is a fine movie. I thought this movie was fine, but 10 Cloverfield Lane is one of my favorite movies ever. Just blew me away, but I like the similarities between this and that in just terms of how the sci-fi angle is kind of pushed to the side for character development. And I thought that, like I said, the story was plain in this movie, but the acting was really good. And it really sold me because, like I said, Jack Rayner is really charismatic and really great. The kid is really great. Zoe Kravitz is great. James Franco is great and intimidating. So I think that to me warranted liking this movie a lot because these characters were so fun and so interesting, and whether they're good or bad, they're really likable or they're really scary. And I thought that it just did a good job with that. And like I said, the sci-fi stuff is in the sidelines. So it's one of those movies where people are going to be like, oh, it's because it's not important enough in a way. I mean, it does get resolved in the end, but it's not. Throughout the whole movie, it's to the side. The kid just has this gun. Like, it doesn't explain it until the end. So, but I really like this movie. I don't care. I thought it was fun. I thought it was enjoyable. I thought all the acting was great. I thought that the story, while plain, was entertaining. It really, to me, worked in a way where I don't care if it's been done before. I just thought that it was fun and entertaining. So that's all I could say, really. I think that this really was a solidly entertaining movie.